allegedly.
Take your choice in this.
Please step away immediately. Please step away immediately.
Look what I found. What are you doing there? No skulking around at night. Right! I'm done fooling around! Right, I've had it with you. Right, I'm done fooling around. Right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Right, that cuts it. Right! No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Help! What's going on?
Someone
Here to see the doctor? He does love to be in the papers, they're right on in.
I told him the labs was on lockdown. They don't listen anymore.
Well, you certainly laid out a...
There you are. Lovely day for...
Here. I want you to have this.
Shaving and haircut.
Would you like this?
Touched. Truly. Truly. Where do you think you're going then? We're not open to the general public. Bugger off.
I'm interviewing Dr. Verloc.
Ah, you're a member of the Fourth Estate. You've come at an awkward time, you see, as we're just in the middle of... Well, there's been a bit of excitement in the lab. Let's come back tomorrow.
You're not saying something's gone wrong?
No, of course not. Everything's peachy. Look, all right, you take your press pass up to Helen in public relations. Just follow the sort of brown-coloured line. I must ask you not to stray from the path, because there's all sorts of delicate machinery and chemicals and whatnot, and we don't want you hurting yourself, do we?
What sort of crisis makes them lock down the entire factory? I'm not sure the workers here will have the same respect for a press pass as the Bobbies did.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
Mind the closing doors, please. Please stand by for decontamination. Product purity is our highest goal at Hayworth Labs. The decontamination procedure allows us to maintain the highest standard of purity.
I'm so glad they're concerned about purity.
You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
Turn down the heat on the Roman heating reaction until you've noted the temperature curve.
Pipers match.
I need to determine the explosive threshold temperature. Never mind. Just grab the temperature curve and pop it in the pneumatic. Oh, and I want samples of any residue on the explosive debris.
That door looks rather sturdy.
You flirt.
Downer.
Please just lie down.
Right. Enough of that then. Time for tea.
Hey, he did it. I know he did. I know it was you.
Just lie down. Worker safety.
Ow!
Why are we doing this to each other?
Get happy!
There you are.
What have we come to? I wonder which one of these controls the steam. Or do they have both? I feel so chivalrous, turning off that dangerous steam. If that is indeed what I did.
There had better be neatly labelled samples of the fog next time I come down there. Just get a white here, stick it in the fog, stopper it, take the stopper, and label it.
Maybe I can sneak past these gents without a fuss. I guess this is the latest test formula. I think I'll just take this with me. Evidence or something. Permanent solution. Drove the subject insane. Oh, Lord. A big red button. I wonder what it opens. I feel rather brilliant right now. You can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you. Just relax. Don't question it.
I won't let you bring me down.
This won't hurt a bit.
Wet blanket!
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in kindergarten. Funny. Suddenly I remember that time I threatened to thrash Timmy Hargreaves because he said rotten things about Sally, and it turned out he had an older brother who'd been in the army, and he was waiting for me on my... Why would I remember that right now?
Dr. Verloc is thinking very hard, sir. No visitors.
The brominating reaction has caught fire.
Sir, sorry to bother you, sir, but there's a fellow here says the reaction tank is on fire again.
I said no interruptions.
Some of the byproducts are poisonous.
He says it's poisonous, sir.
Of course there are poisonous byproducts. Tell him to do whatever they did the last time.
Dr. Verloc would like you to do whatever you did the last time.
No one knows that. He's an imposter. Implement Security Protocol 187.
Oh, yes, sir. That's my favourite protocol. I am full of the fury of the Lord, and I am right weary with holding back.
Right, I've had it with you. You shall be tormented with fire and sulphur in the presence of the Lamb! The Lord judgeth thee, and he is angry every day. You shall be tormented with fire and sulphur in the presence of the Lamb.
I asked for a full battery of tests done on the latest isomer. Now, where is it? Why is it not in the pneumatic? Do any of you want to keep your jobs? I'll have you all replaced by Mrs. Pankhurst's Bridge Club. Do a better job.
I've got a 10-point gun on their ass. Why aren't you happy? You need to be happy. Ow! Bloody hell!
Are you the clever one?
Oh, what on earth? Bring him down!
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Sergeant!
Did you know half your workers are unconscious?
The fumes issue will resolve itself. Look, I'm very busy recalculating the brominating reaction so it is non-explosive. Unless you've got a magic formula for synthesizing joy out of bleach, whiskey and saltpeter, get out!
You're planning to lobotomize the people of Wellington Wells, aren't you?
Lobotomize is a rather inflammatory metaphor, but yes, I have been asked to synthesize something stronger and more permanent than joy. Who are you?
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
And what do you think you are now? You are just the sum of the neuropeptides swirling in your bloodstream. You see, the current Downer outbreak is just a mass chemical imbalance. But I believe I can adjust the internal hormonal settings so the people stay happy no matter what.
You can't do that.
They told the Wright brothers they couldn't fly, but they did.
You can't do that.
Oh, my lord. You're that Downer they've been warning us about.
I'm actually just here for a bottle of cod liver oil.
What makes you think I'll give it to you?
This bottle of your new formula. If I smash it and you breathe the fumes, will it make you happy forever and always?
You mustn't. It makes the patient insane. Ha! Now you can't move until I take my hand off this button. Oh, shit.
Now, where's the bloody cod liver oil Sally wanted? Hello, this is the cleanest office I've ever seen. Where does he hide his junk? I wonder if he has a secret lair. Well, he's just the sort who would.
Listen, Sally Boyle's going to come live with us for a bit.
Sally Boyle? Why?
Because her mum poisoned the whole bloody rest of her family, Arthur. And because we've got a spare bed in the attic now till Percy comes back from Germany. She's your age, you know.
She's an idiot.
Well then, You two should get along beautifully.
Dr. Verloc seems to be quite the collector. Where's the fucking cod liver oil? And thank you, Sally, for another wonderful adventure. This doesn't look like where the pills go out. What's going on this conveyor belt? Possibly me. Oh, that smells awful. Is this where they flushed the chemical? Drain? To where? The river? Might be a way out, if I don't mind poisoning the river. Not that anything's alive in it now. We can restore a batch of slightly defective joy. How many batches of slightly defective joy have gone out? Did they fall in? Or were they pushed? Or were they flushed? Ah, a hatch. Lovely. I've seen so many hatches in my...
Thought you were invisible, did you?
After nearly getting me killed, she better have my bloody letter of transit.
So? Sally? Salamander?
If she's not here, I swear to God I'll kill her.
Hi.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
It's a bloody souvenir.
God, it's awful.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. How are you holding up?
What do you care?
How are you going to get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Do you really think I'm that awful?
What, just because you fucked my dad while you were living in our house, in my mum's bed?
I'm sorry.
Look, I don't hate you. In the strangest way, you're completely innocent. You're practically the only one I know who is.
It's on the dresser there.
Are you going to be okay? I could take you with me.
Really?
We have to go now. The joy's gone bad. It's going crazy out there.
I can't go right now.
Why? Oh, God. No.
It's not simple.
It never is.
We'll have to wait till dawn.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
Look, there's something I haven't been entirely straight with you about.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings. Do you think she really meant it? The kiss and all? What if I went back and said, yes, I'll take you, and they lived happily ever after?
You think I wouldn't never...
Oh! God, that shipwrecks, and the next day straight drinking margaritas under palm trees, and you'll suffer for shocks. That is it. Never again.
Where that you may have at least. Keep tuned to me. Tobacco has been completely removed from our streets. If you hadn't heard, there had been an unfortunate outbreak of botulism and
Oh, that smells awful. And fatal. I think you should excuse yourself. Well, now in just a few weeks all this gas should just kind of waft out of here. Do you like clean air, sir? Oh yes, I'm a big fan. Come on, please, have a second. Good. No, after the bombings, I thought we all learned when to put on a... Our gas mask.
Someone hasn't been taking their...
Lovely day for it. May I see your letter of transit, please? Welcome to the parade, sir. And may I say you've arrived not a moment too soon.
What do you mean, Constable?
A word to the efficient is sufficient, sir. If you catch my drift. I would not count on this bridge remaining operational in the near future. Nudge, nudge, smirk, smirk. Say no more, say no more.
Bit late to work, are we?
Ah, the parade. Just like I pictured it. Strange to be back here. How long ago was it I used to just trundle off to work every day, right around here? No. I just need to get into the broadcast tower so I can get into Appleholm Station and find the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. The Fashion Institute. I bought some trousers there. Bloody expensive too. If I remember correctly, they've got a hatch in their basement. Good thing Sally taught me to be nosy. Who knows when I might need to get to a bed. Should see if I can get down there.
Can't fool around.
Jolly good fun!
Right as rain, right as rain.
They seem to be a lot more serious about the plague here. It must be spreading fast. Not a pleasant thought. I'm glad I'm not a bobby, if that's how well they're taking care of bobby poppers these days. I don't think I can do this as long as these poppers are popping out constables. Police force seems to be out in force. looks like it's rather well maintained. I wonder if I can change that. Brilliant. Oh dear, I don't think that's working anymore. Oh dear, that's not working anymore either. Things have come to a pass indeed. There. All that bother, and I don't even have plague.
I don't see why you can't unquarantine the pie shop. Cook is beside herself.
My dear lady, if we lift the quarantine gate on the pie shop for you, we'd have to lift every quarantine gate for anybody.
No, you wouldn't. I'm not anybody, am I?
Perish the thought, madam.
You can just do it for me.
I'm afraid we actually can't. Our quarantine control grid needs a framistat. We've ordered a new one from the Department of Scientific Research.
I'm throwing a dinner on Friday. I expect you to get home.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. Someone's been skipping their medication.
Have you ever wondered what life will be like 20 years into the future? That would be the year 1984. Yes, it sounds like a very long way away, doesn't it? But 1984 is closer than you think. At the Wellington World...
Now, if I were at all to disable the quarantine gates, where would I be? If it's not down here, I bet it's in that office.
Hargreaves, is the vulcanizer gas stopped? We need to adjust the flow mechanism. It's still wasting a lot of motor lead.
Not working. I better go downstairs and see what's wrong with it. Locked, of course. Can't have the staff running in and out asking questions, can we?
I'm solving a very difficult equation. Leave me in peace.
Apparently Confucius was wrong. The way in is not by the door.
Someone please send Hargreaves up here. I can't be down on the floor all the time chasing people.
Does seem to be a rather large cannon here. I'd have to rotate it, but it is on a circular platform.
Has anyone seen Hargreaves lately in the past week or so?
It's a prototype for some sort of torch you use in the kitchen? Doesn't seem to have all its bits. Wonder if I could find something around here. This seems to turn Mortalin crystals into gas. A lot of gas would charge up that cannon. I'll probably need some sort of valve handle to unblock this, I think. This seems to be in operating condition. An electrowave stimulator. What does it do? I suppose it stimulates electrowaves. That doesn't sound right. Seems to be missing a battery. These machines don't seem to be in tip-top condition, do they? This could be useful. Oh, please don't make a fuss. Alright, let's see what I can do with the console now.
We do have someone named Hargreaves. I haven't completely lost my mind, but I... Why is the sublimator still off gassing? For heaven's sake, turn off the heat after you take your readings. We don't want to turn the entire motoring crystal into gas all at once, do we? Does anyone know how hard it is to get a motoring crystal that size? Does anyone care?
What are you doing in my house? Bloody downer! Keep calm! Take your joy!
Do we really have to do this? It's nothing personal. I need a bloody great blast of air. How do I kick this up a notch?
I suppose you're who I have to thank for the hole in my wall.
I did knock.
Don't be silly. Do you know how long I've been asking them to fix the hot flash? I can't even remember.
Oh, the power cell was missing.
Oh, for heaven's sake. They said they had to wait for a part. Look, without help or even a manual, you fixed 3 machines and triggered a chain reaction.
Yes. Well, sorry about that.
I need a chap who can figure things out. Would you like a job?
I'm afraid I'm sort of trying to get out of town.
Why? This is the best of all possible worlds. Nothing gets done, but everyone's happy.
You seem sort of exasperated, actually.
Well, don't tell anyone, all right? How are you getting past the quarantine gates without a Framistat?
I was hoping to get one from, here?
They've been pestering me for one. Tell you what, I'll give you one, and when you're done with it, give it to them from me.
Oh, that's very kind of you, I will.
Here, look around. If there's something else you can use, take it.
Oh dear, I've forgotten about the headmistresses.
Please step away immediately. Please step away.
I don't see how they expect me to visit the shops on the other side with all these spankers and things. I almost feel unwanted. I wonder if she's powered from in here.
Don't you look smart?
Lovely day for it.
Ha! Now headmistress can't scold me for breaking quarantine.
Cheerio!
Righto.